seeking blessings of grace from the Divine Spirit, Paramapuja, Jagadguru, Padma Bhushana, Sri Dr. Balagangadaranatha Mahaswamiji, I offer my humble pranamas to the lotus feet of the divine presence of today's event, the 72nd Pontiff of Sri Adichunchanagiri Mahasamsthana, the sacred Paramapuja Jagadguru Sri Dr. Nirmalanandanatha Mahaswamiji, seeking blessings from Pujya Sri Purushothamanandanatha Swamiji, the General Secretary, Sri Adichunchanagiri Shikshana Trust, seeking the blessings from Pujya Sri Prasad Swamiji, the General Secretary, Sri Adichunchanagiri Mahasamsthana, and offering my pranamas to the holy saints of Sri Mutt. Galaxy of intellectuals, invited guests, professors, and dear students. On behalf of Sri Adichunchanagiri College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Nagamangala, we are delighted to offer a gracious welcome to all of you to the one-day international level seminar on recent trends in physics with emphasis on discovery of God particles. Well, Albert Einstein said, if we knew what it was we were doing, it would not not be called research, would it? It is on occasions like this we get opportunities to test our knowledge and understandings. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brains think about this very dynamic topic of today's international level seminar. Before I head further, I request you all to stand and pay tributes to Nagamangala.
भारत जननीय तनु जाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय सुंदर नदी वन गणनाडे जय हे रस ऋषिಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದದ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ ರಾಘವ ಮಧುಸೂದನರವತರಿಸಿದ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಾಧ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ ಪಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಚನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳಧಾಮ ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ತೈಲ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಟಂಕಣ ಜಗಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗಾ ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರುದ್ಯಾನ ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ಗೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಸುಂದರ ನದಿ ವನಗಳ ನಾಡೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ರಸ ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನು ಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ.
Prayer is not asking. Prayer is putting oneself in the hands of the God. I invite Professor K. Lavanya, Department of Commerce, for invocation.
जय हे भगवती सुरभारती मम चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती मम चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् नाद ब्रह्ममय जय वागीश्वरि नाद ब्रह्ममय जय वागीश्वरि शरणं ते गच्छामः त्वमचरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् त्वमचरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् त्वमचरणं प्रणमाम्यहम्.
For your melodious prayer. To welcome is to show honor. To welcome is to establish integrity. I now request the very dynamic principal of our institution, Dr. B.T. Lokesh, to deliver welcome address.
Jai Sri Gurudev. I offer my humble pranamas to the soul of His Holiness Bhairavikya Padma Bhushana Jagadguru Sri Dr. Balagangaranatha Mahaswamiji. My humble pranamas to the lotus feet of His Holiness Parama Pujya Jagadguru Dr. Sri Nirmalanandanatha Mahasamsthana. Honorable Chief Guests, distinguished delegates, participants, faculty members, media people, and my dear students. We have gathered here to the one-day international level seminar on recent trends in physics with emphasis on discovery of God particle. It gives me a great pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of our college. When we met Mahaswamiji with a proposal of organizing a national seminar in physics, he inspired and suggested us to conduct an international seminar instead of national seminar. And he also advised us to choose God particle as seminar topic. At the initial stage, we felt that it might be difficult to organize an international level seminar as our institution is residing in a rural area. Ultimately, we thought that when Mahaswamiji blessed us, it might not be difficult. It is possible for us to organize the event. Ultimately, we determined to organize this international level seminar. The vision of Pujya Mahaswamiji is to follow in the footsteps of his Guru, working tirelessly to preserve, promote, pursue and progress with passion in the path of his patriarchs, having a scientific background and mastery over traditional knowledge of hearts. It is an added advantage to combine technology and philosophy to outcome with a new outlook towards life, which is progressive, far-sighted, humane, realistic, long-lasting and practical. Under his enthusiastic leadership and dedication, it has helped the Mahasamsthana Mutt to reach a greater magnificence and splendor. We are really in gratitude towards our Pujya Mahaswamiji, who is chief patron of this seminar, for graciously accepting our invitation to bless the event and deliver the benedictory address. Swamiji, your presence amidst us today provides tremendous encouragement to all of us. I would like to extend my sincere welcome to Mahaswamiji by seeking your divine blessings. I request Professor Boregoda to felicitate Pujya Mahaswamiji. It's my privilege to welcome and introduce Sri Prasad, former scientist from Vikram, Sarabhai Space Center, ISRO, Department of Space, Government of India, Trivadrum. When we requested Sri Prasad to deliver inaugural address, he kindly accepted our request and graced his presence today. He has 33 years of experience in Department of Space. Mr. Prasad has delivered more than 350 lectures in various colleges and institutions in the country. Mr. Prasad has worked along with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Under his mentorship, Mr. Prasad had worked in the development of the satellite launch vehicle at the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivadrum. Now he is with us, so I extend my warm welcome to you, sir, and I request you to take questions from Pujya Mahaswamiji. We have one more eminent personality with us, Professor Prasad Kagali, former Professor and Chairman of Physics Department, Bangalore University. As we requested him to deliver a keynote address and heartily he accepted our invitation. He is a good academician. He did his Masters in Physics at IIT Kanpur and MS in Physics at USA. And he successfully completed his PhD in Physics at University of Texas, USA. 6 research scholars have completed their PhD under his guidance. He has keen interest in the field of quantum theory, modern optics, astrophysics and cosmology, physics popularization. Sir, I cordially welcome you on behalf of our college and request you to take blessings from Mahaswamiji. I am very glad to introduce and welcome Dr. Puttaraju, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Mandya University. We are very proud to say that Dr. Puttaraju is alumni of our Adichunchanagiri Mutt and also he had various positions in our Adichunchanagiri Sectional Trust. It is engineering degree at IIT Chikmagalur and master degree at Surat Mangalore and his doctorate degree at IIT Kanpur. He served as HOD in SHIT Chikmagalur and served as principal in SBIT Bangalore for 19 years. He has appointed as chairman in various committees of ATU and member for different academic programs. So I heartily welcome Dr. Puttaraju and request you, sir, to receive blessings from Mahaswamiji. I am very glad to welcome Dr. N.S. Ramegowda sir, CEO, SAST and former Vice-Chancellor of Karnataka State Open University. He started his career as a teacher in Rural College, Kanipura, and his hard work made him to conquer the position of reader, professor, principal, and served as the member of University's Academic Council and also member of Senate and Syndicate. Later, he served in ISRO as a regional director in Bangalore and as a director at the head office in Delhi. I would like to extend my cordial welcome to our beloved CEO sir, and I request you to receive blessings from Mahasamsthana. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. T. Shivalinga Swami, who is a member of advisory committee of our seminar. Currently he is serving as head of the Department of Physics, Mandya University. His kind and cooperation in scrutinizing the recent papers for ISBN publication was a great help for us. And I pleasantly agreed upon delivering a speech in technical session 1. Sir, I am delighted to welcome you, sir. I would like to extend a grand welcome to the chairpersons of various sessions today's seminar, and I request you all to come up on the stage to take blessings from Puja Mahaswamiji. Firstly, Dr. A.J. Prakash, Special Officer, DC Bangalore. Sir, please. And then Dr. I. Mallikarjun, Associate Professor from Mahani's College, Mysore. Then Dr. Prasad, Professor and Dean, Department of Natural Science, ACU, Bejinagar. Dr. Palakshmurthy B.S., Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Puttaraju University. Dr. Mallikarjun. We have actually Krishna, our governing council member is also present here. Sir, I would like to extend my welcome. Please come up on dais and take questions from Sarabhai. Sir, please come. I would like to welcome Principal Dr. Shankaresh. From Sri Adichunchanagiri College of Education, Sarabhai. And also, I request Chandragala Register, SAST, please come upon dais and take question from Swamiji. Sir, please come. Please. Welcome, sir. Please come. I also extend a warm welcome to the staff of SAFGC, Chandragala, who present here. Our media people of our college. Once again, I welcome one and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your warm encouragement for organizing such academic events. Welcome you, sir. Life sympathizes victory over darkness and defeat ignorance. It marks the beginning of auspicious moments and events. I request the dignitaries to do the honor and request the audience to raise for the same.
आराधयामि मणिसन्ने भवात्मलिङ्गम् मायापुरे हृदयपङ्कजसन्निविष्टम् श्रद्धानदी विमलचित्तजलाभिषेकै नित्यं समाधिकुसुमैर्न पुनर्भवाय नित्यं समाधिकुसुमैर्न पुनर्भवाय ज्ञानपूर्णा जगज्योति निर्मला वादामना मे कर्पूरदारती ज्ञानपूर्णा जगज्योति निर्मला वादामना मे कर्पूरदारती अनुदीन गुरुविनोडनुगूढी भक्तियಲಿ अनुदीन गुरुविನೋಡನುಗೂಢಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯಲಿ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲವಾದ ಮನವೇ ಕರ್ಪೂರದಾರತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲವಾದ ಮನವೇ ಕರ್ಪೂರದಾರತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲವಾದ
You to enlighten our knowledge with your words of wisdom through the inaugural address.
His Holiness Sri Dr. Mahaswamiji and Dr. Kagali, Puttaraju, Dr. Nagamangala, and the Principal, Dr. Lokesha, and other dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries and invitees in the auditorium, and my dear students. First of all, let me pray Almighty to bless us with a healthy, happy and prosperous year. We have suffered enough. Please grant us with a better 2021 and also for the years to come. That's my prayers to the Almighty. I have been honored to address you all on this one-day level, international level seminar on recent trends in physics with emphasis on discovery of particles. Since this you are going to hear from various expert speakers today, I am not going to impose upon you more of my knowledge on the Gauss particle. No, I am not going to do that. Instead of that, I am trying to bring something else. That is, where I have served for more than 23 years. That is at Bharata Bahayakasha Samshodhana Kendra, that is ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Because I was just discussing in the principal's room this morning, many students are not aware of what are the activities going on. And is there any future for the students? I thought I will spend more time on that, because on the agenda what is there today, there are several speakers that are going to speak, that is the seminar motto. Now, why I say this is, the introduction of this space technology will be very, very useful, not only to the student community, even to some of the parents here, to their children. You can take this message. Before I commence with ISRO, let me take you back 36 years. To be more precisely, I am taking you to 3rd April 1984. Our Indian citizen, Air Force pilot, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, who flew on a Soviet spaceship, Soyuz. He was there above the earth around 300 kilometers. He spent more than 7 days. He was the first astronaut, I should not say astronaut, because the Americans were called astronaut, because he has gone through Soviet, it is better to say cosmonaut. So, he was there for more than 7 days in the space. Whole country was rejoicing with that great achievement. At that time, the Prime Minister of India, Srimati Indira Gandhi, she was also very happy. But, like they say, tongue in cheek, with all that happiness, with a smile, she asked Rakesh Sharma, ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है? With the same wit rather, Rakesh Sharma answered, सारे जहां से अच्छा. So it means India is सारे जहां से अच्छा, no doubt about it. I am limiting this to ISRO also, because ISRO also has proved in that field सारे जहां से अच्छा. I just want to elaborate on that. No doubt, we all know Dr. Homi Bhabha, the atomic scientist. He put India on the global map of the atomic research. Likewise, it was Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. He put India on the world map of the space technology. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai was born in a very rich family, industrious family, Sarabhai chemicals, Sarabhai textiles and whatnot. But he was more fascinated towards physics. Yes, especially in the physics, he was more interested in the cosmic rays. And also, he was especially interested in astronomy and astrophysics. He was very keen to understand the mysteries of Bahayakasha. He was very, very interested in that. At that time, United States of America, Russia, at that time called USSR, China and France, they were only leading in that space technology. But they were all more interested towards using the space technology for the military application. Whereas Sarabhai was interested in making for civil, that is, weather forecasting, communication and whatnot. So he wanted to use the space technology for the peaceful application. But it was not all that easy to go for a space technology to build our own, because at that time the government was not knowing much about it. It was not at all easy. Vast area required, lot of funds required. How to go about it? But Sarabhai was a great visionary. He was knowing the international scientists, they wanted to study the upper atmosphere, say around 40-50 kilometers above the earth. How they wanted to study? By putting some rockets, put some instrumentation in that, obtain the data, analyze. So they wanted to study various structures, that is, we all know, stratosphere, troposphere, so all those things we have studied long ago. So the international scientists wanted to study. And also they were knowing the data will be more predominant if that is done near the magnetic equator. Yes, magnetic equator goes all around the globe, no doubt. But once these rockets are launched, or to go into 15, 20, 30 kilometers, the spent state would fall. That may fall onto some village or a town, so there will be disaster. So the international scientists were looking for a place where there is magnetic equator and also sea, because the spent state will fall into the sea. Here only, Sarabhai was not just a visionary, he was going, or Bharata is a, like what earlier told, Sare Jahan Se Acha. Because the international scientists were looking for such a location that are very much available in our India's Kerala kilometers north of Trivadrum city. There is a place called Tumba. A Tumba is a small village, fishermen village. For Sarabhai, that location was extraordinary. It was not an ordinary, this Tumba was not even known to Trivadrum, people were not knowing the existence of that. But Sarabhai was aware of that. Because it was very in close proximity of magnetic equator and also this Arabian Sea. Such facility was not available anywhere in the world. Yes, Tumba, a small hamlet, a village, only with Christians as a fisherman. So, Sarabhai was very interested in that. He just cannot get that entire village free of cost. He approached Kerala Chief Minister, at that time, Mr. Namboodiripad, a democratically elected communist Chief Minister at that time. It was not easy. Namboodiripad gladly accepted the scientific way he is putting. He was very happy. But politically it was not possible. Because more than 400 Christian families had to be rehabilitated. It was not possible for a communist chief minister to ask these fishermen to vacate them when they have been living for hundreds of years. So it was not possible. So Sarabhai, he was not completely disappointed. He thought there is some other way it can be approached, it can be solved. So he approached Kerala, at that time the Bishop of Kerala, Reverend Peter Bernard Pereira. He met that bishop. He explained, this Tumba is not even known to Trivandrumites. Whereas if you get me this, I will put this Tumba on the international map. That was the promise he gave. And the bishop readily accepted. He said, let me see what can be done. These Swamijis, they have a different way of accepting. They just give a smile. That smile itself was, Sarabhai was going, yes, he is going to do some favor for me. In the subsequent mass, when all the villagers were present there in the church, after the mass was over, he introduced Sarabhai to the public. Here is a scientist. Tumba is not known to many people, but this scientist is going to put this Tumba into the international map. You all will grow. Every person will get more than an inch of land what you are getting, you are having. That will be that promise. That being a complete welfare of Christianity, I accept Sarabhai. Now it is for you people. I will give you 5 minutes to think over. I don't want to force. But I am convinced Sarabhai is going to develop this. Within 5 minutes, the entire public, they gave only one answer. The answer is Amen. Amen, we accept it. But the Christians put a condition. The condition is, in the middle of Tumba is the church building. That church building should not be demolished. Sarabhai was extremely happy because he wanted to start the work as early as possible. He has to construct a building for rocket design office. Now the Christians are giving a church building. Immediately he said, thank you very much. He declared the church building will be the rocket design office. And then in that scientific group, there was an elderly person, actually Nagamangala, very close, Holenarsipura, one HGS Murthy, Dr. HGS Murthy, Holenarsipura Govinda Srinivas Murthy. Sarabhai identified him as the director, and the director, HGS Murthy, was extremely happy to occupy the bishop's house as the director's office. That's how the work has commenced in the church building. Now the point to be noted here is how, when the science was not able to succeed, the spirituality came to the rescue and how it was saved. That's a great thing. I agree with your clapping. Here we have Swamiji. Swamiji is an IITian. He is a qualified engineer, he is a technologist and a spiritual leader also. You can see here, hundreds and thousands of devotees are behind him. Actually, I have to congratulate you students. You have to be so happy. You have got a leader here who is a technologist, is an engineer, and also he is at the helm of affairs to take care of you. So it is for you, student, to take this opportunity and come up very well. Such a great leader is available for you. Really, and then the development of ISRO commenced. With the successful design of small rocket called RH-75, RH is the abbreviation given for Rohini, 75mm is the diameter of the rocket. So that went up. With that success, they went ahead, started making it RH-100, RH-200, 300, 560. These are all called as sounding rockets. They go up to 30, 40, 50 kilometers to collect various, like I mentioned to you, to measure the very electrojet or whatever it is, all those parameters. But Sarabhai's vision was not that. Yes, there is no doubt it is required. But they wanted to put something for the peaceful application. That is to put a satellite that should be more than 125 kilometers above the earth. Because up to 125 kilometers, you have the earth gravity that will pull it down. You have to go beyond that. So, unfortunately, Sarabhai passed away, and Satish Dhawan was the chairman of ISRO, and then he identified Abdul Kalam as the project director for SLV. SLV is Satellite Launch Vehicle. The first one, development of first SLV was a failure. As a matter of fact, Kalam in his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he mentions, the first failure was the greatest success for me. Had the first one be a success, I would have carried hundreds of mistakes with me. Because of the first failure, we did a thorough failure analysis. We found out we were carrying hundreds of mistakes in that vehicle. So we could sit down and then solve all that hundreds of mistakes. So the first failure became the most successful thing for ISRO. Yes. And also, the second one was a success. It carried only a payload, that is the instrumentation what we carry, around 40 kg, it went to 80 kilometers. But there is no use, we have to cross 125 kilometer barrier. So for that SLV rocket, they attached two other rockets on the side called ASLV, Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle. With that it crossed ionosphere. Yes, no doubt, we have gone into the space. So, what do you call it earlier, Sare Jana Se Acha, started commencing now also. Then, we thought there is no use of just carrying around 100 kg or whatnot. If you go for remote sensing and such satellites, because as you all know, today in every step of our life today we require a satellite. Whether we call banking service, your ATM, they are all working on satellite. Fishing, the fishermen, we can tell where plenty of fish is there. We have the fishing industry. Earth mapping, communication, you name it in every field today. A defense, I need not tell you, everywhere today satellite is required. So just carrying 120 kg, 150 kg no use. We have to go more than a ton, such a satellite required. So ASLV was not enough. So we have to go for a much bigger vehicle. Then we went for PSLV. The PSLV, the first one, developmental flight, like Kalam told, PSLV D1 was a failure in 1994. That fell into the sea. Yes, then we had some problem with the control system that finally so much of failure analysis were done and all we thoroughly went through and all the dream tools whatever there, they were all ironed out. So one of the most beautiful vehicle PSLV. Just to give you a small configuration of PSLV, it is a 4-stage rocket. The height of the rocket is 150 feet. You can say it is a 15-story building. The diameter is only 10 feet. So there the propellant what we use is first the world record. As a matter of fact, next month, the 28th of February, we are launching PSLV's 51st launch. In that we are carrying a satellite made by the Coimbatore students. Now we are taking care for the student community also. So I am going to touch upon more about that because the students here will be very much interested. This I am going to tell you, so you will get motivated in that. That I want to do that. So anyway, the PSLV became a workhorse for PSU. That is, in the PSLV's 11th launch, that is in 2008, we did the Chandrayaan-1 mission. First attempt, 100% successful. We put our satellite 100 kilometers above the moon. We took thousands of photographs of the moon surface. So there was no plan of landing, only we wanted to go, whether we have got the capability to go outside the earth and then go to the moons and then lower it down as close as possible. We wanted to study even the moon's gravity ought to be there, because further if you want to land, that data is very essential. So 2008 we did PSLV's 11th launch, we did the Chandrayaan-1 mission. And then PSLV's 25th launch in 2013, you all have seen the latest, our currency note, 2000 rupees currency note. On one side we have got Mahatma Gandhi, on the other side what we have? Mars Orbiter Mission. That satellite you have. That being the government of India recognized as one of the greatest achievement. So in the 2000 rupees currency note, our satellite is there now. Yes, that is also first attempt 100% successful. Here, I would like to make my own comment. If somebody says, what is the growth of ISRO? The growth of ISRO is from the fishing hamlet at Tumba to the red planet. That is the growth of ISRO. ISRO is growing from the fishing hamlet to the red planet. ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಸ್ತ ಬಸ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಂಪು ಗ್ರಹದ ಅಂಗಳದವರೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬೆಸ್ತರ ಬಸ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಂಪು ಗ್ರಹದ ಅಂಗಳದವರೆಗೆ. That is the growth of ISRO. Yes, in the PSLV 37th launch, we put 104 satellites in one go. No country has ever achieved that many. So there we are after 104. There were many satellites were there from abroad. So foreign customers were there. Once upon a time we used to go to other country, pay a lot of money for launching. Today we are launching for the other countries. We are making money today. That's what it is. So the PSLV became the most reliable vehicle. World over, the customers are coming to us now. I don't know whether I'm taking too much time, another 5 minutes. But still, when you have to go for a weather report or a big communication satellite, that will be of the order of nearly 4 tons. PSLV can carry only up to 1.6 tons. So we cannot go for the communication satellite or big satellite. So we have to depend on foreign. So we were going to French Guyana, where they have the Ariane rocket. We have negotiated with them. So we will take satellite made in Bangalore, that we will take to French Guyana and paying a lot of money, foreign exchange. We were asking Ariane people to launch for us. But how long can we do that? Our India has to develop our own big vehicle. So Kalam long back we had initiated, that was taken by various IITs, and finally IIT Kharagpur they came out because the configuration of GSLV, PSLV is of the order of nearly 280 tons at the time of liftoff, but it could carry only about 1.6 tons satellite, whereas the GSLV of the order of nearly 600 tons, so that has to be lifted. So we have to have a much bigger, rather heavier configuration. So we used PSLV's first and second stage or the GSLV. Whereas for the third stage, we had to go for a new technology. There we went for cryogenic. Cryogenic means the subject dealing with sub-temperature. There we use liquid hydrogen or liquid oxygen as the propellant. That will be kept at minus 180 to minus 260 degrees temperature. The most difficult one. But our Indian students, research scholars, they did it 100% successful. Today we are self-sufficient in making our own GSLV. With that GSLV, as a matter of fact, you all all know, recently, that is in 2019, we did Chandrayaan-2 mission. In the Chandrayaan-2 mission, Chandrayaan-1 itself, we got success, we got a lot of photographs, we have done. With that, the confidence was very high in the ISRO community as well as in the national government. Many physicists all over the country, Physical Research Laboratory, National Physical Laboratory, PRL at Ahmedabad, all these scientists, they started putting their own experiments. With that, the satellite weight gone up to more than 3.6 tons. So obviously we cannot take PSLV. Now we have to go for GSLV. So we use GSLV Mark III for making the Chandrayaan-2 mission. Here the most important one you all have to, many people may not be aware of that, or you may not be having 100% correct information, so I will let you give you the information. The first and foremost was GSLV was just growing. PSLV was a proven vehicle, so we have to depend on GSLV, but the GSLV was 100% successful. It took the satellite, the Chandrayaan-2 to geo-transfer orbit at more than 300 kilometers. So that GSLV rocket was a success. Once it was there, near Bangalore only, just around 20 kilometers away from Bangalore city, we have a Bengaluru, where we have the tracking station. So from there, we have to give command, ISRO tracking center, we have to keep on raising the orbit. That we gave a command. Please believe me, at the time of launch, the satellite cells were just as big as an auto rickshaw. Now the satellite has gone more than 1 lakh kilometers away. That we are controlling from Bengaluru, sitting near Bangalore, where the satellite is 1 lakh kilometers away. It is not even a sea level. It is such a that we beautifully controlled. So we were able to raise the orbit level. Then we went on for several days. After several days, we had gone out of the Earth's orbit. Then we had to change over to the Moon's orbit. That again 100% successful when the satellite was several lakh kilometers away. Then we had to give a command, lowering it to come toward the Moon surface. So with that we kept on doing 100% successful. Finally, when we came to 100 kilometers above the Moon surface, then we had to disintegrate the Chandrayaan. Disintegrate means first will be orbiter. So orbiter will be separated. The orbiter goes around the Moon 100 kilometers away, orbiting. Then again we have to come from the highly elliptical orbit, we have to come down to circular orbit. That we have done beautifully. Even today the orbiter is working. And then from 100 kilometers we have to separate the Vikram. Vikram is supposed to have the soft landing on the Moon. Beautifully it was coming. Early morning around 4 o'clock we were all there at Pena. We were all watching this landing, including our Prime Minister himself. Modi Sahib also was there. It was coming so beautifully. Just it was about 2 seconds before touching the surface of the Moon. Suddenly we lost communication. Then again, a failure analysis was given, and it was coming with a 30 kilometers velocity. It was coming down because the Moon's gravity was pulling it. So we had to fire the retro rocket from the opposite side. Retro rocket, because there is no brake or anything like that. So we had to fire the retro rocket from the opposite side. It is coming down, so the resultant should be soft landing. But there only a small error was there, so it was a hard landing, not a soft landing. So the whole Chandrayaan got disintegrated in just about 2 seconds at the time of surfacing. So here only, we all could consider ourselves, it is a highly successful launch because the GSLV vehicle was proven, orbit raising was proven, changing over to Moon's orbit success, lowering to the rover is today working very well, but in the last 2 seconds, we lost the mission. Our Prime Minister himself consoled the ISRO authorities and he immediately sanctioned Chandrayaan-3 mission. So Chandrayaan-3 was granted then and there. So already the work is on now for Chandrayaan-3, that will be taken up probably by the next year. So with all your blessings, definitely with all your good wishes, so India will be. Another important thing I forgot to mention, no other country, other countries already landed on the Moon. but they have not gone to the south pole of the moon. Whereas India decided to go to the south pole of the moon, that is the darkest portion of the moon. That we want to protect them. So that's why we will do that. That will be the issue. And now I am going to take a few seconds of the future activities. And like behind the last solar eclipse, so there was some solar flares for there, which I think a doctor is going to speak more about that later on. We are going to have Aditya L1. A mission is already on. We are going to measure what sort of solar flare will be there and what sort of radiation it will have. That we are going to, the program is already on. And also we are going to have, this is a sad situation. This happened during the Kagali war. So we are not having our own GPS system. So there we used American GPS system. When we were, our Indian Army was at the top, due to unknown reasons, the Americans switched off the GPS system. You all know hundreds of Indian soldiers were killed. Suddenly we became blind. So ISRO took up why we should not have our own GPS system. So we put 7 satellites all at low Earth orbit, LEO, what we call low Earth orbit. Today we are self-sufficient with our own GPS system. That we call IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. So that became 100% successful. Today our Indian Army is using our own GPS system. The fishermen, they are all given this GPS system now. That is a handheld, as big as a mobile now, they can see the location. Our Prime Minister gave a new name. IRNSS is too much a technical name. I gave a new Nagamangala. He gave it as Navigation in Indian Constellation. That is the name he gave. So today, our fishermen are using the handheld as big as a mobile. Even in midnight, they know the location, they can go around. And very, very shortly, when more transporters are ready, it will be given to public also. All our school buses, everywhere we can have our own GPS system. So that is going to come very shortly. And also, you all know, like I mentioned, American they call astronaut, Russian they call cosmonaut. India also wants to put up our own spacemen. We call it Gaganyayatri. So Gaganyaan. So the work is already on. 4 Indian Air Force pilots are being trained at Russia now. So they will be coming back to India very shortly. And then by this year end, and certainly before the next independence, that is 2022, we are going to put our Gaganyayatris in the space. The work is already on. Same GSLV will be used for that. We will be making some modification. Instead of putting the satellite there, we can put 3 Gaganyayatris in that, we will send it. But we all know what happened to Kalpana Chawla during the Apollo mission. After the work was over, they were supposed to come back. Unfortunately, the capsule where it is supposed to withstand the very high, which Dr. is going to mention more about that, the temperature built due to the friction will be of the order of 1500 degrees centigrade. So we have to have certain capsule to protect that. Because we know what happened to Kalpana Chawla, they were all burned because of this. Small quality issues were there, 1500 degrees, entered the capsule and all the astronauts were killed, 7 of them. So we can't do that now. So already the capsule is ready now. We are doing unmanned, precisely it has to fall near the Andamans, that we have done successfully, and our capsule has withstood the temperature and also exact location where we wanted. 12 kilometers from where we are predicted, just come and follow there. That shows mathematically how accurate our people are. So that's what we have done. So Gaganyayatri work is already going on, and these things are going on. One small information I just want to give, just I was talking to the professor during our breakfast time. That is, with this Prime Minister and the Government of India realized ISRO is spending too much of time on operational thing. We are launching for various countries. No doubt so many customers are coming up. So much of money we are earning. But at the same time, ISRO should do more research. They should not do operational one. In view of that, Government of India has made a new department. A new department in part with ISRO. There also will have a chairman. All those things are being worked out, and that department is called as INSPACE, INSPACE. That is the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. So they will take care of the commercialization and also all the facilities over 60-70 years what we have built that will be made available for the public. So those who are interested in building your own rockets, your own satellites, welcome. Now I mentioned to you, next one, Coimbatore College, they are building a satellite. In Bangalore itself, there are 4 colleges that are building their own satellite. PES College, Army College, so many are there now. And Chennai, MIT they are doing, Pune, Swayam, they are doing, Nagpur they are doing. And once again I just want to tell you, when such a great Swamiji is available, technocrat as well as the Guru, is the new students you should take up here. I would like to wish and see in next couple of years, Adichunchanagiri Samtara will put up their own satellite. That should happen here. That is it. And one with that I just want to conclude, ISRO has opened an institute called IIST, Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology. You students, you complete your whatever, whether you BSc or your PU or whatever that level, you attend your JEE and JEE advanced, you do that, the syllabus is more or less that. You will be selected as a student for IIST at Trivadrum. Once you are selected, your complete future is made. You need not spend a single paisa from your pocket. Boarding, lodging, reading material, everything will be provided by Government of India, including a pocket money. Stipend is given by Government of India. On completion of the course, you will be absorbed in ISRO. So you can do that also. So these many facilities are available. It is for now for you students to take up this, and then I do not know, in the last 20-25 minutes, I have given whatever the tip possible. I really wish that you get motivated by this idea. Before I conclude, I would like to thank this complete organization for giving me the beautiful opportunity to come and address you all. It is a great privilege given to me, and I have been honored. Thank you all once again. God bless you. Very, very much.
Science can flourish only in an atmosphere of free speech. Sir, your thought-provoking address set a perfect platform for our speakers to deliver their presentation in the field. Sir, your highlighted areas of working of a space station and timeline of the launches which you have described in an enthusiastic way made us to realize that how the efforts had been put in order to bring the convenience in our life. We really salute those efforts. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my gracious welcome to Sri Gurudev, Class 1 Contractor, Javaranahalli, who has sponsored the official bags to the delegates. Welcome you, sir, and I request you to come up on the stage and take blessings from Mahaswamiji. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Sri Dinesh H.G., growing poet, teacher and alumni of our institution. Welcome you, sir. I would like to extend my congenial welcome to Dr. Welcome you, sir. According to a well-known physicist, Lane Hall, physics is about questioning, studying, probing nature. You probe, and if you are lucky, you get strange clues. I feel glad to say today we have Dr. Basavaraj A. Kagali, former professor and chairman of Physics Department, Bangalore University, on this auspicious occasion. So, we are all eagerly waiting to listen to you, and I request you to light up on the today's theme of this international seminar with keynote address.